last thing the Dockers need to do is fire the Eagles up right here. But Embley, that's a good mark, under real pressure. Mike Kempson's he's been on.
Been very impressive, hasn't he?
No wonder Trinity did so well.
Takes a terrific grab back with the fly. Out wide to Embley, tough kick, goes for the banana, ripping goal.
Dished it off to Embley from 55 on the boundary line. He'll go for home, Andrew Embley, that is a cracker.
Shepherd late on the mark, allows him to run to 55. It's a thundering kick, it's a massive kick.
There's a Brown with a kick, Embley around the corner, bending, simply magnificent Andrew Embley.
Embley puts the foot down, Andrew Embley runs to 50. No, he's gone, has he? He barely raised a sweat.
With the Goldsmith medal, Andrew Embley of the West Coast Eagles. We saw how excitable you are in those clips there, Embers. How excited are you right now?
Oh, yeah, listen, obviously very humbled and very proud to represent this wonderful football club and to be a part of tonight. It's it means a lot.
1998, you were drafted, pick 57. You went on to play 250 games for this great club. Looking back on it now, I mean, what comes to mind?
Yeah, it's a great question. I just a boy from Bassendean growing up, dreaming one day of playing AFL football, and I was a really fortunate West Coast Eagles supporter growing up. But of course, to live your dream, you're happy to go to any club, but to idolise the guys from 92 and 94 and watch them, and suddenly in the change rooms with these guys and your teammates, it's really surreal. And yeah, certainly in the early few years, I thinking to myself, I just don't belong here with these guys. But after a while, they pass the baton on to you and to the rest of the boys, and it's our opportunity to continue the legacy of this great club. So it was obviously very special. I will share a little story with you about my draft year. So I was taken as a 17-year-old. So back in 1998, there was a rule where clubs could take one 17-year-old. So Desi Headland, he was the best kid in the country at the time, so he was always going number one to Brisbane. Justin Longmuir, they took, Fremantle took him at pick 2, and anyway, got to sort of pick 57, and West Coast hadn't used their 17-year-old pick. So, and my understanding was it was actually a decision between myself and Paul Hazelby. So half the recruiters wanted Hayes and the other half wanted Embley. Now, Mick Bolthouse was my first coach, and I think he'd seen me play a little bit, and he believed that the game was sort of changing a little bit, where midfielders with height that could push forward and take marks and kick goals was the way the game was going. So I think on the back of that, Malthouse went with Embley, but anyway, fast forward a couple of years later, Paul Hazelby had been drafted to the Fremantle Dockers and one of the best first-year player. Mick Bolthouse, well, he pissed off. He's at Collingwood now. And I'm languishing in the waffle and maybe giving the club a few concerns off the field as well. And maybe the club's thinking to me at this stage, well, good on you, Mick. You really stuffed us up with this Embley kid, but hopefully I repaid the favour a few years later.
Yeah, I think you might have. Ultimately, in that 2006 grand final, so you'd been at the club, 8 years by that point. Obviously, you were the standout performer on the day, taking the Norm Smith. We heard, when Sam Butler was talking before, the day was just a total blur, apart from his early rejection from the Australian Idol contestant. But for you, when you remember that day now, is it all clear in your mind, or is it all a bit of a haze as well?
Yeah, I probably agree with Sam. It's a blur. I mean, the week itself it's a long week, and you're obviously dealing with a few extra things with people trying to get tickets and all the rest of it, and understanding that there's a game to play. But the game itself just went like that, and I do remember running out and seeing the banner and just sort of having a moment to sort of soak it in, and the noise is just it's deafening. But the game is done and dusted in a second, and obviously with it being so close, you never really got a chance to enjoy the game. You just focus on the contest and the next contest after that, and before you know it, the sirens sound, and this time, we're ahead by a point. So, a very relieving moment.
And then you got the Norm Smith around your neck. Did you wake up that day feeling good? Did you know you were going to have a belter that day?
Certainly didn't wake up feeling good the following day, that's for sure. I did feel actually really good heading into that final series. I actually missed the first final against Sydney, and I hurt my shoulder and was able to freshen up a little bit. So in hindsight, I probably felt like my timing was really good. And some days you wake up and you feel amazing, and you go out there and you can perform well. Other days, you wake up and you're feeling horrible. So I was really fortunate that I was feeling pretty good on that grand final day.
Very good. Now, I'm a little bit worried about this Hall of Fame pin that I've handed to you, because if anyone getting a pin tonight, I'd be most concerned about you losing it at some point tonight. Have you got someone responsible you can leave it with?
There's a few people. My family's here, my wife's here, and I'm sure we'll get it home safely.
Very good. Now, would you like to thank anyone?
Yeah, thanks. The first, obviously, my family are here tonight. Mum and Dad been huge supporters of me, obviously, for a long time, and not just through my footy career, but posts and everything like that. So I appreciate everything that you guys have done, and thank you very much. Wouldn't have the opportunity without you. My brother Mickey's here. He was on our list from 05 and 06, which is really great, and he lives up in Broome at the moment with my sister. They've been up there for 20 odd years, so it means a lot to have them fly down quickly, short and sharp trip. So thank you very much for making it possible. My brother Jimmy here as well. He's just come from Vic Park, so he doesn't really get a mention. But I want to thank the West Coast Eagles Football Club. I owe everything to you. I'm forever indebted to this club. It means so much to me to have represented you for as long as I did, and I'm sure there was probably some tough times there, some challenging times there, but you persisted, and as I said, I am forever grateful. So thank you very much. To the playing group, obviously, to be able to share tonight with guys from 06, but playing over 15 years, you play with so many great players, but they're great people as well, and that's what this football club does. It produces really good people, and we had a wonderful night last night with a few of the 06 boys and support staff and some coaches, and it was just great to reflect and look back at some wonderful times that we had, which we obviously don't get to do anymore. So to be able to share that with you guys tonight is something that again is really special. Fair to say that the AFL world is a bubble, and when you're in it, I can assure you, it's the only thing that matters. But when you retire and when you leave it, you realise there's a really big world out there. And I've got 5 beautiful children. Life goes on. I've got an incredible wife who wasn't with me through my football journey, but has supported me, so well post. And I consider myself a very lucky guy and a very grateful person right now. And again, very humbled. So thank you very much.